Hello and welcome to Inspired into Action, where I interview inspiring women who are taking action in their business. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hello and welcome to Inspired into Action. I'm your host, Tara Omatosho, and today we are speaking with Andries Johnson. How are you doing today, Andries?
Hi, Tara. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Could you tell the listeners more about who you are and what it is that you do?
Sure, I'll do my best. As you said, my name is Andries, and I am a survivor of abuse. I am a teen mom victor. I was a mom as a teen. So there are many things that I had to overcome in life. So that's who I am. I want to give back to other people, other women that may go through the same things that I have been through and even still go through. So by doing that, I am a life strategist. I am a speaker, and I'm an author of a book called Still Standing, Affirmations of Victory.
Yeah, I've read your book. I have seen your quotes and your encouragement on social media, and it's just awesome. And you're really helping a lot of people to overcome just the daily situations in life. Who was the inspiration behind you writing your book and starting this journey?
That's hard to say. I really, as crazy as it may sound, I really want to say me. Because while going through a lot of stuff, like a couple of years ago, I just started to write inspirational stuff on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And it was really just to help me. But mm-hmm. I noticed that other people would come to me and say, "Oh, I love your post," or "Your mm-hmm. post has uplifted me," so knowing that I was able to do that kind of also gave me the desire to write my book. Mm-hmm. So I can inspire other people on an even larger level.
Yeah, that's awesome. Go ahead.
I love writing my posts and seeing how others, come and relate to me, because I'll get a message. Like I got a message yesterday saying, "Oh, your post means so much to me. It helps me through a lot of my trials or whatever." Because sometimes you don't see the likes. You know what I mean? So you don't know that you're touching people. But when people come to me and they'll be like, "Oh, I see your post and I love them," it's really inspiring.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It definitely is. So speaking of posts and your website, where can people find you if they want to find out more about who you are and also maybe purchase your products or your services?
Okay, well, I am on Facebook, on social media. I am under Andries Johnson. And also my business page is Empowered to Inspire. So you can also find me there on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm also under Empowered to Inspire. And you can also email me at andries@empoweredtoinspirenow.com. So those are some ways that you can reach out to me.
And they can check out your website where?
Yeah. Also, I do have my website, and that is at empoweredtoinspirenow.com. So you can go there and you can reach me there too.
Awesome. So tell us about, and you already told us about who inspired you. Basically, you were doing this for yourself, but a lot of times, we're doing things for ourselves and we know that we're not the only ones out there experiencing this. So that's what inspired you to write this book. But, you also are a speaker and also help others to get their lives together. Is that part of what inspired you, or did you wish that someone was there for you when you were going through the situations? Why did you want to become a life strategist?
Well, to be honest with you, like I recently got divorced a few years ago. And during that time, someone reached out to me unexpectedly. I mean, things are all of God, I'm telling you. Actually, the person I bought my home from came by one day to give me something. And we just started talking. And she said this was her healing home. Mm-hmm. So for her to reach out to me, and we became really good friends, and just to have that support of someone who knew what I was going through is very helpful. And it
Mm.
kind of helps other people to, it helped me to know that I'm not alone. So I want other people, other women to know that they're not alone. There are other people out here who are going through the same thing and are still doing fine. They're still rising. They're still, still are moving forward in life. And I just want to share that with other women so they know that you can get up. You can get up too. We fall. That's normal. But the challenge is getting back up. And it is absolutely possible to do. And sometimes we need some support and a little bit of push to get up. So
yeah,
I'm doing that.
oftentimes we do. If you see yourself falling down, you often need somebody to grab your hand and hold you up. So that's awesome that you're being that person for so many women out, so many people in general, not just women, because men found themselves victims of abuse as well. So people in general, helping them to get up. That's awesome. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
So in regards to business and starting a business on your own, why did you maybe want to start a business, or tell me about your experience and how this worked for you?
Well, I've been wanting to do this for some time, but you kind of get stuck sometimes, and I'll be honest with that. Like, I don't know where to go or what to do. And luckily I was able to reach out to some folks who was able to help me to start pushing, towards building a business. So it's just always something I wanted to do. Sometimes you just don't know the how. You have to find someone else to kind of say, here, Andres, this is how you do it. Let's go.
Yeah. So, it's definitely important to be able to work with someone that knows the how, and also that cares about your brand and cares about you as an individual, not just just the services, but really cares about you as a person. So,
yeah, that really helps. It's not just about the business; it's caring about you. So
yeah. So in regards to just things that you have learned since starting your business, could you tell us a couple of items that you've learned? Maybe some that you wouldn't do again. How about that? We'll go with that first, because sometimes that's things that we can remember what we won't do again, but things that we did well, sometimes we forget. So can you tell us maybe a mixture of both? Some things you did well and maybe some things that you did do and it messed up or it didn't turn out the way that you wanted to turn out, so you won't do that again, or maybe you'll do it differently. Just some advice for the audience that's starting their own business.
Well, my biggest thing, and the only thing I can really think of right now, is doing your research. And when I say do your research, doing your research on the people that are helping you in your business, if that makes sense to me, because some people, like you said, are not there for you. They're just going to take your money and offer, and will not offer the support that you paid for. Yeah. So do your research. That's my biggest thing. Yeah. Talk to other people and see how, other people they've worked with, and see how things worked out for them.
Yeah, that is important. Doing your research and talking to other people about their experience, and more than one person, because some people have different experience based on the person. So it's definitely important to definitely do your research. So Andres, are there any parting words that you want to leave with the listeners, or anything that we forgot to mention during the interview that you want to let them know about why you were inspired into action in starting your own business?
I know one thing that we had talked about previously was the Proverbs woman. And I want to talk about that because that's really been on my mind, because, I didn't really do much research into that until the discussion we had offline in regards to that. And just being a modern day Proverbs woman, it's something that's kind of inspiring me after reading that, because, being a woman of virtue, I kind of wrote it down, so that's why I'm looking to the side, and noble character and valor and being faithful, and one that takes care of her family, and a loving mother, and she takes care of herself, her physical, mental health, and spiritual health, and serving others with kindness, and she's wise with her finances and gifts, and she takes care of her home, and she is beauty. So one thing about that I know about the Proverbs woman is how she can carry the world on her shoulders. Because sometimes as women, we carry so much on our shoulders, and no one else sees it. It's like, because some people will come to me after they read my book and they'll be like, I can't believe that you went through that.
I
You
know.
don't look
I said that to you. I said that to you. I said, man, you don't look like what you've been through.
Yeah, it's like you don't look it. Yeah, because it's all about, I don't know, having faith in God and prayer and asking for strength, and I'm just saying that's just something that we should always do. So I don't know what other parting words to give except for keep moving and keep standing tall. And
that's awesome. And get her book, because in
yeah,
her book,
my book is all about still standing.
Exactly. I mean, we talked a little bit about, the book, but maybe that's where we needed to go. Instead of saying parting words, we needed to talk about the book. So let me go back. I'll edit that part. I'll edit that part. I'll edit that part. So, Andres, we were talking about the book and your experience in Still Standing. Can you tell the listeners, for those that have not read the book, can you tell the listeners a little bit more detail, not telling the whole book, but a little bit more detail into the book and what you go into?
Okay, well, Still Standing, it kind of begins with the story of love and loss. When I was 12 years old, I lost my mother. So that's love and loss. So losing a mom at such a young age and being a girl kind of changed my life. Always losing a parent is hard, I know. And it's something that you'll never get over, but trying to maneuver through life at such a young age without my mom is very hard. So it goes into that and deals and talks about the depression I had to deal with. And as you go further into the book, there are some issues I had to deal with abuse. So I give a bit of a story on the abuse that I encountered with an ex-boyfriend, and how I was able to get through that, which is, I don't know, I don't want to say crazy to say because it's not, but I was also a teen mom. So it's because of my daughter, to be honest, that I was able to kind of maneuver myself away from him because I had someone else to take care of. Yeah. So the story goes into that, and it gives some affirmations. I'm a big person on affirmations. I believe that what you tell yourself is what's going to make you.
Yeah.
So what you tell who you believe you are is what you tell yourself, or what you tell yourself is what you will believe that you are. So it includes some affirmations. So just a story on getting over some hurt, knowing that you're capable of getting through any trials, any tribulations, anything that tries to knock you down, you're still able to stand tall.
That's awesome. And I like how you said that what you tell yourself is what you are, what you will be. Whatever you believe about yourself, you're correct. So, and you have the power to make it positive or negative. No one has the power but yourself. So what you tell yourself is so important. And that's why I like the affirmations in the book. Even though, you're talking about some really hard issues, you're still able to stand. And it's like, I know once people read that book, like, if Andres can go through this, I can go through it too. If she's still standing, then I can still stand. I can take the step. I can leave that person that is abusing me, or I can, leave this abusive situation. I don't have to take, because abuse comes in so many different factors. It could be physical or mental. Like you don't have to stay in that position anymore. And that's what I got. That's what I got from your book, is that you don't have to take it anymore, and you can still stand. But you have to believe that you can.
Right. And there's so many resources out here now that helps. That it's a blessing. So, yeah.
That's awesome. And so also on your website, I was looking, you have T-shirts that you're selling too. How did that happen?
Yes, I'm also selling t-shirts because I love to wear positive things. I know you can't see my t-shirt now, but it says empowered women empower women. So I just
Oh,
love
wow.
to wear positive things and let others see positive, someone else is looking at you. So
Yeah,
yeah, I just love to show positive things. So
that's
buy
awesome.
my t-shirts.
Yeah, I know. Make sure you go out to Andreese's website and, and buy her book, buy her t-shirts. Make sure you like her Facebook page, her Instagram page. And you'll be so glad you did. Because I know once we met and we talked about this interview, I liked your Facebook page. And I see your messages come across, and it's just so encouraging to people. And I see the comments that some people leave, and you get the pleasure of seeing some of the inboxes. But I know that, and I always share it because I know that it may not be me that needs it, but other people need to see it too. And even if it is me, other people need to see it too. So it's just so encouraging. So I think it's a great thing that you're doing out there. And so, Andreese, could you tell the listeners one more time where they can find you on the social media or the World Wide Web? Where can they find you?
Sure. On Facebook, I am Andreese Johnson, and that is Andrese in Johnson. On Instagram, I am Empowered to Inspire. And also, I have a business page on Facebook, and that is Empowered to Inspire. So you can also visit my website at www.empoweredtoinspirenow.com.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's how you can contact me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Andreese, for taking the time out to talk to the listeners about your book and your business, the services that you provide. I know that, something that you said on here will definitely be shaping someone's future. So I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you for the invite.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Inspiring into Action. Inspired into Action is here to influence, train, and encourage you to take action in your business by sharing stories about female entrepreneurs all around the world to provoke you to take action in your business today.